So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this individual executive member decision. My name's Callum Wernham. I'm the clerk to this meeting, and I'm a Democratic and Electoral Services Specialist. Joining me today, we have Pauline Jorgensen, who's the executive member for Highways and Transport. We have Sophia Haralambidou, who is a specialist within the Transport and Highways division, and we also have Rob Curtis, who is a senior specialist within Transport and Highways. And with that, I will hand over to Sophia just to run us through the report. So Sophia, over to you.
Yeah, hello everybody. This report is about the new National Cycle Design Guidance. Actually, Gear Chain describes the DFT's vision for cycling and walking and setting out the actions required at all levels of government to radically increase active travel. For this purpose, a new body has been formed, which is Active Travel England, and it will monitor progress and allocate available funding. We also have the Local Transport Note 120, which is the new National Cycling Design Guidance. It sets out minimum requirements for cycle infrastructure, including but not limited to cycle lanes and tracks, junctions and crossing, construction and maintenance, and cycle parking. Within the LTN, there are 5 core principles that are being highlighted. These are that the routes must be coherent, direct, safe, comfortable, and attractive. There are also some further 22 summary principles, but the main changes or addition compared with the previous guidance is that cyclists must be treated as vehicles and not as pedestrians. Cyclists must be physically separated and protected from high volume motor traffic. Consideration of the opportunities to improve cycle provisions will be an expectation of any future local highway schemes funded by the government. And actually, it is stated that if we don't follow the LTN rules in all future schemes, we will not be able to get any funding. Cycle parking must be included in substantial schemes. Maintenance of scheme is vital, and proposal should always include a clear program of maintenance. Trials can help achieve change and ensure a permanent scheme is right first time. Access control measures such as chicane barriers and dismount signs should not be used, and all designers of cycle scheme must experience roads as a cyclist. What are the actions that actually needed to be, what are the recommendations of this paper is that Wokingham Borough Council embrace the principles of Local Transport Note 120 and the gear chains, and where possible within budget constraints and availability of external funding, and also that Wokingham Borough Council adopts the LTN Note 120 as part of our relevant highway design guidance going forward for all schemes not yet commenced. We will try, of course, to incorporate the guidance into all the existing schemes or the ones that are in progress, but there might be some funding limitations, so we will have to revise each case and see where there is a need.
Thank you. So I'm very keen to adopt this, and I'm also very keen to retrofit the standards where we can. And I'm just wondering if you or Rob could explain LC WIP and how that will help.
The LC WIP is the Local Cycling and Infrastructure Plan. We want to, actually, the consultation has started today for the LC WIP project. We encourage all the public or all the residents or people who live or visit Wokingham to report what are the existing problems that discourage them to cycle or walk. And also mention what do they think, what are their opinions, what can be done better in order to improve cycling and walking. After this, actually, we want to prioritize what are the need to prioritize the schemes that need to be implemented according to the LTN guidance.
Okay.
I think this is it.
So
I
that'll
don't
give,
know if Rob wants to add anything.
so that'll give people a chance to feedback as to where they think the changes will be most valuable and where the money's best spent. Yeah, great. Okay, good. I'm very happy with this.
Okay, thank you, Pauline. So I will just very quickly read the recommendation out, just for you to agree, Pauline. So the recommendation for anyone watching is set out on agenda page 5, and it is that the executive member for Highways and Transport approve WBC adoption of the Department of Transport Local Transport Note, LTN, 120 Cycle Infrastructure Design, July 2020, as part of our relevant highway design guidance going forward for schemes not yet commenced, and agrees that WBC seek to embrace the principles of LTN 120 and gear change in developing new policy and applying, where possible, within budget constraints and availability of external funding, to schemes already within the design process. Pauline, can you just verbally confirm that you're happy with that recommendation?
Yes, I'm happy with that. Thank you.
Brilliant.
And
So
thank you for all your hard work, Sophia and Rob. Good job.
So with
Thank
that, the recommendation, subject to the standard 5-day call-in period, will go live 5 days from now, and the decision notice will be signed at a later date. So thank you, Pauline, thank you, Sophia, and thank you, Rob.
Thanks.
And I will now close the meeting.
Thank you, Callum.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a